International students are usually faced with a lot of critical and time-sensitive decisions, especially towards the end of their program. So as an international student, before the end of the program, you need to have decided or strategize on how you plan to stay back in the UK if you want to. And in this video I'll share with you some of the mistakes international students make during their program and also towards the end of the program as regards the pathway to choose to remain in the United Kingdom. And trust me guys, some of these mistakes influences how many of us are going to live our lives in the UK in the next 4, 5, 6 years as the case may be. So if you're an international student or planning to move into the UK, or you're currently in the UK as an international student, or you're about rounding off your program, then you need to watch this video to the end, as some of the information I'll be sharing with you will help influence your decision on which visa category to apply for after the end of your program. So if you think this is interesting, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, please hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Being an international student in the UK can be very difficult, considering the fact that many or all international students are usually on a student visa that is due to expire few weeks or few months after the program. And towards the end of every international students program, we are faced with decisions on what is the next line of action, what visa category am I going to apply for, and all of that. So that's why in this video I want to share with you some of the mistakes you should avoid as an international student during your program or towards the end of the program, so that you are able to ensure that you're applying for the right visa category after the completion of your master's program. Now, as you all know, after your program, you've got different options of visa categories to apply to as an international student. You can apply for the post-study work visa, which is for 2 years, and 3 years if you did a PhD program. And you can also apply for the skilled worker visa if you're able to get an employer who is willing and happy to sponsor you or act as your sponsor. And you can also apply for the health and care visa. You can apply for the global talent visa. You can apply for the high potential individual visa if you meet the criteria. You can apply for the startup visa and the founder innovator visa, depending on if you're able to meet up with the eligibility criteria. Now, the first mistake many international students make is applying for the care visa after their master's program or BSc program in the UK, even though the health and care sector is not part of their career plan. Now, this is what I mean. Now, many international students, because I understand the sentiment of applying for the care visa, because obviously it counts towards the 5 years plan to get your permanent residence or your indefinite leave to remain in the UK. So many international students end up applying for the care visa, start the care job, even though they've got a career roadmap that is different from the care visa. And this comes with a lot of restrictions. I understand you might end up being on that particular care visa for 5 years and you get your ILR, which is the goal of many international students who want to get the British passport. Now, but I need to share this with you. If you have a different career plan, it's better to apply for the post-study work visa than applying for the care visa. Now, this is why. Now, I've got someone who I recently had a chat with who subscribed to my one-to-one session, and we had a very long conversation, and it was happy for me to share this on this channel to help people not make the same mistake he made when he was about completing his master's program. Now, so he got the care visa. He's been working on the care visa for I think about 7 months now. However, because he has a different career plan in mind, he kept applying for other job roles while he was still working as a carer and being on the care visa. Now, the reason I contacted him was because a couple of weeks ago we decided, I think I posted a particular video on some job vacancies, and he applied. I think he applied for the job role of, I think, a project manager. A project manager. And he got an interview in right after the application, and ultimately he got the job. Now, at that particular stage, the employer had not confirmed his visa status, and so when he was told to provide his right to work in the UK, so they can, process his employment offer. He has to tell them and, open up to them that he's currently on a care visa and he would like to know if the company can sponsor. Now, in this situation, the company said yes, they can sponsor. They've got the license to, provide COS. However, their company policy states that every new employee coming to the organization must work for 6 months. That's the probation period. And after the probation period, then they can then go ahead, if they're happy with his performance, they can then go ahead to provide the certificate of sponsorship for him. So which is their policy and which is what the plan working towards with him. But he had to, the organization had to step down and take back the offer because he can't work full time while on a care visa. So they need someone who is probably on a post-study work visa, someone who has a student visa that is still valid for another 6 months, and they can take up a full-time job, or someone on a dependent visa to take up the job role, and after 6 months they can provide COS. So he lost the opportunity of getting this job and building his professional career as a project manager in the UK because he was in a hurry to apply for the care visa. So if he had probably gotten the post-study work visa at that time, he would have been able to get a job and then build his career as a project manager. Now, I understand this might be a bit different if it's a family setting. So probably if you've got a family of 4, wife, husband and 2 kids, and there's a desperate need for someone to be on a sponsored visa. Now, personally, what I advise people, I've had a lot of one-to-one with families, and I tell them, say, if you're planning to apply for the care visa, which is understandable, it gives the family stability, my advice is let the person who has got lesser work experience, lesser academic qualification, and who has a flexible career plan to get the care visa. So if you've got a family and the husband came to the UK for a master's program, he's got 13 years experience in a particular field, it is unwise for the husband to be the one applying for the care visa when the wife can apply for the care visa. The husband can be the dependent and still have the chance to chase the dream or chase the dream job or the career progression that he wants. And if he's able to get a job that is good, the wife can leave the care visa and then switch back under his own visa. Then the wife can also, still go ahead with her own career plan. So really, this is something that is very important. Please ensure that you're not just applying for the care visa because you're in a hurry. You don't want to apply for post-study. Yeah, a big, for those of you that have been following my channel, I tell people a lot not to apply for the post-study, but the post-study work visa comes with a lot of benefits. You have the right to work with any organization, unlimited number of hours. It has no restrictions. When it comes to restrictions, the post-study work visa seems to be more better, or seems to be better than the skilled worker visa, to be honest. So that's one thing that you need to put into consideration. Now, another mistake most international students make is studying all the time. Now, see, when I first came into the UK, because I'm a nerd, I'm a very I'm someone who loves to read and learn a lot of things. When I first moved to the UK, I was spending a lot of time in library. Now, for those who know me, when I first came to the UK in 2021, I spent a lot of time in the library. At that time, I had not gotten the job, so I spent a lot of time in the library, learning, studying, reading, and all of that. And the truth is, studying all the time is not going to land you a job in the UK. Trust me. As a matter of fact, your distinction has little or no impact in your ability to get a job in the United Kingdom. So, yeah, it's good to study, it's good to spend time studying, but don't spend your time studying. There are quite a lot of other things that you should spend your time doing, which is going to take me to my next point. Now, one of the mistakes international students make is not focusing on job search from day one. See guys, trust me, the moment you get into the UK, you need to start applying for jobs. And the reason is because now you're going to face a lot of rejections. Now, the essence of you applying for jobs from day one is for you to understand the job market for that particular job role you're interested in. Get those rejections, get feedbacks. Those feedbacks and rejections will help you build your CV, build your capacity, and ultimately know what's required to be able to get that particular job role you're interested in. Especially for those who are in the UK for a 1-year master's program, honestly, you practically need to even start applying for jobs before you move into the UK because 1 year really runs so fast. Now, this brings us to the next point. One of the mistakes international students make in the United Kingdom is not networking. See guys, word of mouth is one of the ways people get jobs. Now, I got my first offer because a friend talked about an organization that was, recruiting data analyst, and I applied. Word of mouth. So networking is very, very important. You need to start building your network on LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, if you haven't joined my network on LinkedIn, go to the description of this video or just type Daniel Jesloba on LinkedIn and let's connect. So you get you get access to the amazing post I make on LinkedIn weekly. So you need to network. Get to network, look for people in the same field or trying to achieve the same thing you are trying to achieve, and build your networks is something that is really, really important. And also do internship when possible. Honestly guys, find a means to do unpaid internship if possible. This will definitely help your edge or give you edge when you start applying for job. So I hope you find this video useful. If you do, please click on the like button. If you have any other comments as regards some of the mistakes international students make that you've observed, that you've made, or someone who has made, please share that with us in the comment section. And if you find this video useful, click on the like button. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. My returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.